Hello, welcome back to the channel. So I've been reviewing this guy for the past couple of days, and I'm giving you a close-up of that. The Matrix, a part of Cybertron technology, Cybertron being the place the Transformers comes from. And on that planet there was a raging war between the Autobots, led by this guy, Optimus Prime, and the Decepticons, and their army was led by Megatron. So that's a nice look. Didn't cover that in the last two reviews. And I also had my friend who donated this figure to me let me know that I've got to be a bit careful when it comes to posing, because around that section, you'd know this if you looked on reviews of this figure, you've got to adjust the panels accordingly depending on the pose. And that's the only quickest way I can say it, otherwise you can break them. So now to do that now, because I've watched a review on it, and I know you can do lots of things to do with opening up positions, like, let me take you around here if you can get that in. There's a side panel in there near the ankle, you can push that out. You can push that out for toe articulation, and you can even adjust the shoulder area and pull that out. So it's all a learning curve, but thank God I learned it early, because I didn't want to go on posing this guy and then break something. So what I'll do is I'll just turn his head to the front just to show you that look. So I've turned his head to the front now, so he's square on. Also looking at bumblebees, and as my friend pointed out, I didn't know there were so many variations, so I've got to get the right bumblebee for this guy, because there was a wave of Transformers that go with the Optimus Prime. You can mix and match if you want to, but I personally just want to get the right bumblebee for this Transformer, and I've seen him, so I'll be working on that one in the next few months. Okay, I'm going to show you where that matrix goes. Let's just put it on pause. So coming in close on the chest area, you can see that matrix, and just slots in there, which is really good. And the chest plate, you can leave it off, which is down there. That's magnetized, so it's not going to have any clips. It just gets put back on that chest area there. So it's up to you how you display him. If you want to display him showing off the matrix, I don't think I will, or I might, you never know. Nice. But what I think I'll do is I'll put the chest piece back on and pose him out with the weapons I've put with him. Okay, let's get those weapons on. So that is a pose with the matrix exposed on the chest area, and you could pose him this way, I suppose, but I'll keep it in there and just put the chest plate back on. But he looks awesome. I think there'll never be a time when I get bored of him. I think I'll drop the gun down there just to keep it in shot, but that's not a bad look. Okay, let's put that chest plate back on and start to wind it up. So this is one of two poses. And like that, I drop the gun down so I can keep it in shot. Right, I'm just going to quickly come in on the belt section. So I've understood that now. I didn't do that last time. You can move the panel up on the right hand side to pose out the forward leg, and then on the back leg you can raise the panel up so that you can push it back. So if you look closely, one on the right is different to the one on the left, and you should do that every time you pose your figure. Otherwise, if you trap it in that leg joint, you could break it. And I'll just show you the rear of the figure just to show you what I'm trying to explain. Let's just put that on pause. So if I just sneak the camera round the back, you can see how that is pushed back and out the way. So you can get the leg doing that, and I'll try to create movement. As you can see, I've lifted the heel on that close leg to the camera, and it's got toe articulation. It's got everything. And I'll just show you the back of the figure, just to explain a bit more about what I've just said. So looking at the back of the figure, and I'll come in really close, and can you see what I mean? On the right, that bit is exposed. So that section, all around that area, those panels move out individually so that you can get full mobility on the hip joints. So if I pause that, you can see how I've pushed it back down. Okay then, so thank God for that. Thank you, my friend. Check out Ray Ray's collection and subscribe. He was the one that explained that to me. And I can quickly just show you that side panel there, that lifts out as well. So if ever you wanted to rotate the feet or change the dynamic, you can do that too. So let's get back to the posing and get off the technical aspects of this figure. So there he is again, square on. Coming in close. And that helmet section. And I think the Bumblebee that goes with this has got two head sculpts, but he's got less accessories in terms of hands. But that don't matter, the look he's got, I like them all, the ones I've seen, but the one for this Optimus Prime that goes with him, that Bumblebee looks awesome. But he's varying in price, so I'm gonna leave it a while, closer to Christmas, unless something really good in terms of a deal comes up, and then I'll pick him up. But I'm gonna get one more pose and I'll leave it like that. Not too bad. I've got to think a bit more carefully now when I'm posing him, seeing if anything needs to be pushed back and out of the way, rather than trying to force it or damage it. But yeah. Optimus Prime, I await you, Bumblebee. Forget that bad impression. Right then, let's pause it and finish the review. Yeah, I did this one before actually, but I've come back to it, just changed it slightly, resting that pulse cannon rifle on that prop, which used to be my incense burner but broke, but it looks good on camera. Could be the pillars of an ancient building or Cybertron. That's nice. I think I'll have to do one more now, because I do like that. Yeah, let's get one more in and then we will wind it down. So I've got him on the one knee pose. And let's get a close up in there around the waist area, and I push that little bit on the right on his thigh outwards so that leg can do that. You can see the other one on the left is just normal. That's what I didn't do last time, and I checked out the back section where those panels are and pushed them out the way, but I didn't make the mistake of doing that a second time. Now I've been schooled by the man who gifted me this figure. Sometimes it takes a while to go in, but once it's in, it's in. So let's finish with one last pose. So this is the last one. I've checked that everything around the waist section has been positioned out the way. I've also done that on the shoulder area, because you can push those out so you can take the arm up quite high. Let's get one close up of Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. You can see fingerprints on that screen there, but I'll tidy that up. And that's not bad. So pleased. Gutted about me incense column, me incense burner thing that you can see there, but it makes a good prop. And talking of props, I should have picked up a couple of things from a mate when I spent a day with him. He's been working on a project now for a while, and it's finally finished. It's a project I've mentioned to you guys before, but I haven't said too much because I didn't want to give the game away. But at the end of the day, it's done, and he had some leftover props that I wanted to take and I forgot, but I'll pick them up. I'm going to get them on camera and review those props with some of my figures. Don't know what figures, but I will be reviewing those props. Another generous gift from a mate. Check out Ray Ray's collection and subscribe. So on that note, I'll say thanks for watching the review. Thanks for the technical correction of working with this figure from my friend, and I'll see you again next time.